A lot of folks have asked about Miss Pat, wondering where she's at. They hadn't seen her in a while. And you guys do know that Miss Pat and Mr. David, they own a company down in Houston, and they make chemicals for cleaning. As a matter of fact, they gave us a whole lot of their chemical products back when we did our deep clean of the shop the first time. And they use it in that power sprayer, and boy, it can just pull some stuff off the floor. But I'll tell you what, I did ask Mr. David and Miss Pat for some video of them at work, and they sent it to me. And I'll show you guys now what Mr. David and Miss Pat do when they're not over here feeding animals along the fence line. You'll be impressed. Miss Pat can work.
Okay, I'm about to start filling 5-gallon buckets for a customer, a product they order. So I've got a bucket under the holding tank, and I just start filling them up. This job I like because I can sit, but you can see the foam that comes up when you start filling. I have a product here that will kill those bubbles. It's like when you pour a soft drink into a cup and all the fizz comes up. Well, that's what's happening. This is highly concentrated soap or detergent. So you spray it with this chemical and it dissolves the bubbles. So that we have a giant vat, like a giant mixing bowl, mixing a batch of product. It's kind of like making a cake. You have a formula instead of a recipe.
I really do appreciate Mr. David and Miss Pat for taking the time to send us that video. It's really neat to see what people do when you're used to seeing them in a different role. I mean, you know, we see Miss Pat hanging out over here along the fence line. She's always working in her yard, working in her garden, feeding the animals, being sweet Miss Pat, our beloved Miss Pat. But she can roll up her sleeves, y'all, and go to work like the best of them. And then, for as neat as it is for her to have started a company, she and David, a successful company, and when times call, she can get up in there and do it like no one's business. What a day, though, huh? What a day. Look at this. Look at this. Good morning, folks. Lester here. I'm standing inside the shop because I really can't do much outside today. I'm not going to waste the day away, though. I can guarantee you I will not waste this day away. What I'm going to do is walk out to it's really the garage. I kind of call it the barn. It's where I keep all my hay, the tractor, all the equipment. And I'm going to do a little cleanup this morning. I don't have there's not a lot you can do on days like this. It's going to rain all day. It rained all night. It's really sloppy. And if you can't find a job to do indoors, then you're just going to kind of waste the day away. But what I am going to work on is some cleanup. I've gotten lazy, y'all. I've gotten lazy. I've gotten a little lazy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Today, being it's a rainy day, I'm going to spend my time doing some cleaning, guys. Doing some inside cleanup. I got my friend and my best girl over here to help me. Yes, I do. And, you know, sometimes in all of the rat race of trying to get everything, you know, taken care of with the chores and going back and forth, you sometimes find you have quite the mess. And if you're like me, you get to going and you don't always clean up behind yourself. And kitties want to eat. I'm going to feed the kitties. Y'all know that we have barn cats at I'm a Survivor. Well, we also have barn cats here at Longhorn Lester's. And we feed both here in the garage. I call it the garage, even though this is really my barn. I mean, this is a barn. And then we have the shop. And so we feed cats in both locations. And we do that because with all of these spilt grains, if you don't have a lot of cats running around, you for sure have lots of mice. And you don't want to have mice because then you have snakes. So anyway, let me get the cleaning and I'll come back and show you all the end result. Oh, I'll show you the end result and then we'll close the video out soon. So this is not the first or the second, but maybe the third package that we've received here at Longhorn Lester's from the same lady. And I want to say this in a nice way, as nice as I can. Ma'am, I will not, and I cannot say your name or read the sweet letters that you send along with your packages. And I'll say that as simply as I can and as kindly as I can. We have asked politely. We have asked so politely that no one turn Longhorn Lester's into what the public has turned I'm a Survivor Sanctuary into. What I mean by that is we live on a very quiet street. Longhorn Lester's is situated in a very quiet part of the county where we have a wonderful set of neighbors over here, another great set over here, and then on our other side. And guys, it's unfair to these neighbors to have this place, their sanctuary, their haven, their safe place turned into the circus that I'm a Survivor is. With all of the Amazon and UPS and FedEx trucks that drive up and down the driveway, or leave tons of packages out by the road. All the people that come by and get out and toss snacks over the fence, taking pictures and doing their selfies. Or even the people that have found ways to come right up to your front door. This little town deserves better than that. And so we weren't trying to be mean and rude when we said we're not giving out the address. We're just trying to protect the sanctitude of the neighborhood. And so I don't understand why some people find it necessary to utilize all of your resources to map, search, and track the river and Google Earth images from above just to try to find an address, and then to show off your skills by trying to send us packages because we've asked you politely not to. And so ultimately, this is not for us. That's more for your ego right there. So congratulations if that's what you want, but I'm never going to read your name. And so you're wasting your time by sending your gifts here. You're wasting your time by sending your stuff here. I think that you should go try to find you a job for the government because they need people like you. But Longhorn Lester's and the neighborhood and the animals that find the peace here and the safety and the security do not. They don't. They don't. Sorry, they don't. We don't. Jamie and I appreciate you loving the animals and watching the videos and allowing us to bring you things. But you have to understand how it seems to be such an invasion of privacy when you go through so many links, so many measures trying to do what you've done here. But you know what they say, information is power. And so, ma'am, if it makes you feel more powerful to have figured something out, good for you. But is it really, what have you gained? I'm not trying to be an ingrate. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but who does that? That to me is cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. You know, they have buses that will give you tours if you want to go visit certain celebrities' homes. But we're Lester and Jamie. We have kids, y'all. We raise our children. And we're trying to take care of these animals who don't need all that. They don't need all of that hoopla. So let us bring you videos. Let us share with you what we choose to through our videos. Don't get weird about this. Don't get weird. Y'all don't get weird. Please don't get weird. All right, as you can see, my barn cats are hard at work. I appreciate you guys and all of the hours you put in at keeping the barn free from rodents. And as you guys know, rodents would end up leading to snakes, and we do not do snakes here. Thank you to Trixie for helping me out in my barn cleanup project. That was about the only job that we could do on such a rainy day. But now it's been knocked out and taken care of. And so, thank y'all for watching.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.